So this is all going to commence off in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Maybe speak more voices
1.
now.
Let's go.
All right, looks like we've started.
Column 5.
So, looks like that our runners have chosen their rows now. And they all got assigned different rows, so Palmy assigned Ponk a row, and Ponk assigned Owl a row, and Owl assigned Palmy a row, and the order is Canadian Owl gave Palmy column 3, and Ponk was given column 5,
Five.
and Owl was given column 2.
All given columns. So Owl is column 2. And Palmy is column 3. Is that what I'm getting?
I do
Yeah.
believe you were correct.
All right. So some more bingo here. This time Super Metroid action as they go through Zero Station.
Alright, let me actually put this down. So, the runners are likely using Series Station to prepare for their bingo card.
Yeah, to think about it. So let's take a look at what we got. So my name is Tracy. With me is Blue Plasma Spark. How you doing, Beeps?
Doing pretty well.
All right.
How are
So
you?
let's see what we got. Ponk getting column 5 has to pick up the Meridia Power Bomb, collect Gravity Suit and skip Varia Suit, collect all 15 Brinstar Super Missiles, plus collect 5 Energy Tanks, and collect only 1 of Wave Beam or Speed Booster. A couple collection items. I know those are things that Ponk doesn't particularly like to do. Column 2 for Owl, we have collect Grapple Beam and skip Charge Beam. We have defeat Golem Torizo and Spore Spawn. We have collect X Energy Tanks and 11 minus X Reserve Tanks, which basically means a combination of 11 total tanks. Finish in the Spring Ball Room and collect 10 plus Power Bombs. I don't know, I might have given that one to Ponk again, with him being not loving the collection thing. And Palmy with column 3 gets destroy at least 2 statues, collect all 40 Criterion missiles, skip the Charge Beam, defeat Crocomire and skip High Jump, and collect all 4 Norfair energy tanks. So a lot of collection in our bingo card today, I would say.
Wow. Well, I'm looking at it, and column 3 looks like it might be the most evil one because you have to skip Charge Beam and High Jump.
Right,
And
and
you
you have to
also have
defeat
to.
Crocomire, which you have to do with
You
ammo
also have
now.
to kill. Well, you have to go all the way to the furthest point on a map. So
And
honestly,
those Norfair energy tanks, which also means the kill of Ridley. I kind of
yeah.
like that column 3 call as a difficult one.
It'll
Meanwhile,
guarantee a Destroy 3 statue, or Destroy 2 statues, though.
oh yeah, because you want to kill Kraid to get that Varia suit before you're heading down to Norfair to collect all those energy tanks. So
Depending
the
on how you
beginning
do
of the
it,
game starts pretty much as usual. They're going to pick up that morph ball. They're going to head up and get their bombs, and then that's when things will possibly change as they move along.
The fascists can be beaten.
So for column,
It's in our hands.
I'm not sure if they're going to use it column for 2. Actually, no, they're likely going to have to see an early red chip for column 2 and for column 5.
The fascists can be beaten. It's in our hands.
Well, in column 5, you need to get that gravity suit anyway, and you don't get to pick up the Varia suit. Fortunately, this is the vanilla game, and the gravity suit will protect them from heat. So the Varia suit becomes rather obsolete at that point.
That does mean you have to get see some CWJ or horizontal bomb jump action though to get across the moat. Alright, looks like Owl is heading to the Criteria map station right now.
Aha.
Getting that challenge out.
Yeah, it means he may be going for that first row there. Ponk the first to bomb Chorizo.
It looks like the first row would be the best one to get here. Over to column 4 because column 4 has its own mess of challenges. Palmy also going into Criteria map station. Actually picking up the map even.
Yeah, I don't believe you have to actually pick up the map in the rules. I wouldn't mind that changing. It seems kind of odd to just enter the room, but oh.
Yeah, it's just an enter
My
the room
understanding of the rules is
challenge.
that you only have to go in the room. Now, our Owl. The one thing though is he's got to finish in that spring ballroom, so that he can't both finish in the spring ballroom and finish in an elevator. So maybe he's going for the column, or maybe he didn't realize that when he went and picked up that square.
Yeah, or he's just getting as many squares as he can and figuring out later.
Yeah,
That's
that could be.
Or he can do
Sometimes.
some weird stuff and put an elevator in the spring ballroom. Which is not allowed in the rules, but that's...
No, but it'd be really cool if he could figure out a way to do that.
Let's see if Ponk is actually going to grab the reserve tank. That could give some insight into... Yeah, he's going for the reserve. Give some insight into what sorts of rows and comms he's going to be doing.
And Ponk getting column 5. Just needs the 5+ energy tanks, but yeah, there's row 3 that has 2 reserve tanks. Although I don't know if I see him doing the 11 energy tanks plus reserve tanks that you see in that column 2 row 3 spot. So that's a lot of energy tanks to collect. For now, though, he may, like you say, be just collecting things. You know, sometimes the squares just sort of happen as you go along.
Yeah. Or they might be going for column 1 even.
Yeah, he could do that. Well, you know he likes to get that early X-ray scope, but then he also has to get space jump, which is quite a ways into the game.
Alright, looks like Owl is also going to be going for the early reserve tank. Actually, it would be dumb not for him to do that because he needs to get 11 minus X reserve tanks. Alright, so Punk is getting charge beam right now, so he's locking himself out of the no charge beam tiles.
Yep. Fortunately, that wasn't assigned to him. King Owl would have to turn that charge beam off if the muscle memory grabbed him, and he picked that up by accident.
Also, Punk just got that really rare health drop out of the cack attack. Don't think I didn't notice that. I mean, I want to say that's a 101.6 out of 102 of getting a super, so 0.04 out of 102. Really small chances.
Okay. Punk already getting his power bombs. I suspect he's going to head up to the wrecked ship. He's going to need to pick up that gravity suit.
Now about to defeat Spore Spawn, one of his objectives. Punk is very low on supers though, especially with that skip super from the attack attacks. Palmy
Sports Bond
collecting
not
some
too difficult when
missiles.
you have super missiles. He's, it only takes 3 supers and one regular missile.
One of Palmy's objectives is to get every Brinstar missile, so he needs to take care of that.
That's a lot of missiles.
Also, Punk going for the horizontal bomb jump, which is a really dumb trick.
Something I know he's capable of doing, and he gets it. Here he'll jump across the ocean. Not too hard to do without those high jump boots. And he'll head into a Fantoon fight with actually, yeah, he's about what you'd have in a typical any percent new route. Maybe his energy count's a little bit lower than he might like, but he should be fine.
So out with that meme fall out of Sports Bond breaking the graphics.
That's a tough place to get that too.
Yeah, it's one of the harder meme falls in the game.
Okay, here goes Punk into his Fantoon fight. Punk doesn't do a whole lot of any percent runs, but when he does do new routes, so this should be familiar to him.
And before next round is a left mid. Well, it's already wrong.
And looks like Palmy decided to pick up those super missiles from the back door. And Owl going up.
So kind of a bit of background on DAP. I feel like the most effective tiles to give are the ones that slightly change the way you play the game. Like skipping high jump boots, skipping charge beam, something along those lines.
Also, I also think the large collection tiles are a good one to give, because there's just so many of certain things.
Problem with those large collection tiles is that they don't really hinder your game too much.
Don't.
They actually help out. It's really the ones that you skip items that you never skip, where things are really hard. So both the Palmy and Owl are skipping the charge beam, and upon getting his first objective, the Redshift map station, actually picking up the map station, which is a surprise. I'm pretty sure he's the one to argue that you should never do that.
But he did.
If I remember correctly.
What a good man.
Picking up some supers. Always good to have extra. Now it looks like he's going to pick up some more power bombs. And he needs 10 plus power bombs as one of his objectives, and so he has that now. Punk making very quick work of the attic, and he'll head down and pick up his gravity suit, so we'll have that.
Also worth noting, Owl is going up Red Tower while Palmy is grabbing Spazer, the best beam in the game. Also be careful, Owl, because those things are one-shot. Those crabs deal 120 damage without suits. They're not a joke.
Yeah, those Meridia enemies will pack a huge punch. Okay, Punk has enough energy to get through this. If he had taken one more hit, he would have been at 9, but he's okay. He makes it through. Now Punk gets to take a little bit of a break while he goes through the bowling cutscene. So Palmy is going to go into a Kraid fight. He's going to want that barrier suit to protect him from heat when he goes into Norfair. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how Palmy decides to handle this, because he has to skip those high jump boots and he has to collect those Norfair energy tanks. So that could mean that he's going to go pick up the gravity suit. It could mean to do a gravity jump up into lower Norfair. It could mean he could, I don't know if he does the high jumpless lava dive. That might be a possibility.
He
Yeah, I
does.
forgot
He
about
does do
that.
high jumpless. He does.
In order
high
to
jump
get
Okay,
plus
there
lava
you
dive.
go.
Lower Norfair.
Palmy jumping in and telling us he does do high jumpless lava dive. So that's
Palmy, Palmy also, you're gonna jump in here and just give a little bit of
That's convenient.
just some decision making for you.
go for
Is
it.
that
The
Palmy
only way
is
to get into lower Norfair is to do a high jump with lava dive with his item setup. Well, there is another way with X-ray, but we don't talk about G mode.
I don't think we're gonna see any of that.
probably not. But I will tell you, Palmy's decision after taking everything real slow is that he's going to go ahead and do row 1 along with his column 3, as I think that would probably be the best companion for my current item set for what I'd be facing. And since I just need to do a couple of dips, I could easily minimize the distances I'd have to travel. So that's
Right
my
now, Pog
theory
is
of
heading
attack.
back into Brinstar, like picking up a few objectives that he skipped off. Now making quick work of Fantoon and Palmy picking up his various.
Looks like Punk's gonna head down to the Etacoons. Nice moonfall.
I imagine just gonna pick up the supers and get out.
Oh, he'll want that E-tank too.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying skip the power bomb.
Oh no, there's no reason for him to pick up any of those power bombs.
It'd actually take more effort to skip that E-tank than
Yeah,
pick it
yeah,
up.
it would.
Shoutouts to Puzzles for that one.
And Palmy picking up an E-tank at Kraid.
So I'm curious where. I mean, imagine Palmy's gonna go straight into Norfair now. It seems
Yeah, I
like the
would guess
best
that.
choice.
He will at some point have to head back up to Criteria to get all those Criteria missiles.
That's right.
But a lot of his stuff that he needs to do is in Norfair. Has to get those 4 energy tanks. He's got to defeat Crockemeyer.
Alright, seeing some Spore Spawn skip. And this'll give Punk his 15th Super Missile from Brinstar. And that's his objective.
So he's got that. Got 2 of his required tiles down. Owl doing some bomb jumping to pick up the missile up here.
Gonna see Punk do an interesting trick here where you do a back. Or you kind of glitch the gate so that you open it from the wrong side. You're normally supposed to have Wave Beam for that gate, but you're able to open it pretty easily without Wave Beam. Now give him another one of his required E-tanks.
Yeah, those of us that run randomizers see that glitch a lot.
Looks like Owl is picking up some of the criteria missiles. Actually, I'm not sure if he was required to do that, but there's one tile to collect all 40 criteria missiles.
There is.
We could be going for that. Oh wow, Owl killing the orange gamer.
I believe Black Elite John has claimed that gamer.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like Punk is going to be going for X-ray.
It's one of his favorite items. I'm kind of surprised that there is a tile in there somewhere. Yep, there at the bottom, but that may not coincide with the rest of what he wants to do. Meanwhile, Palmy getting through the Rising Tide room. Yeah, you'll notice he had to bomb jump in that one spot
Right.
in one of the previous rooms.
Owl
Without high jump boots, it's your only choice.
Owl just finished another objective, the gravity suit without Varia suit.
And no reason for him to pick up Barry at this point.
Yeah.
Punk also doing that same bomb jump, so it looks like he may skip those high jump boots as well.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
So right now I'm gonna take a guess. It looks like Punk may be going for row 4. Which will require him to go into Meridia, pick up that space jump, and he'll have to finish in the spring ball room.
I mean, he's already going to be defeating Crocomire anyway, so I don't think he cares so much for Ice Clip, but you can take a slight detour to grab the grapple beam.
Plus, he has to pick up the Meridia Power Bomb, which actually leads him pretty close to the Shack Tool spring ball area.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to choose Speed Booster over Wave Beam. That's probably the one I would choose as well. Wave Beam is a great beam, but choosing it over Speed Booster, I don't think so.
I mean, Wave Beam only really affects damage. There's very little with that Wave Beam. If anything, that Wave Beam actually opens up.
Yeah, especially if you can do a gate glitch, and Punk is more than capable of doing that. Palmy finishing up Crocomire and picking up that E-Tank.
Because the only thing I could think of that really gets opened up by a Wave Beam would be the Wave Gate missile, or Wave Gate E-Tank.
Yep.
If you don't have super missiles, then that's only in Plandos.
Or, of course, this gate right now that Punk's going to have to glitch because he doesn't have Wave Beam. But he can get through it anyway with the glitch, so we're good.
I mean, you always have missiles at this point, though.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Owl going through Gauntlet. So he may be going for those 40 criteria missiles because he has been picking those up. I wonder if he's going to do row 2 here.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
quick work of Crocomiro. Being able to use that charge beam makes it a little bit easier for him.
And not keeping all that lag on screen is good on him.
Actually, the more I think about this routing, this is pretty good. He'll pick up he only has one more energy tank to pick up. There's several places he could do that. Actually, if he's going to head on to get that space jump, he can just get it the Botwoon E-tank. Pretty much as much on the way as any E-tank except the Terminator E-tank. Then he could route down the sand pit for the Meridian Power Bomb and finish in the Spring Ball room. Looks like he is going to pick up that grapple beam though.
And Owl has picked up another missile pack. I believe this might be his last missile pack for Criteria. So he's gotten all 40 Criteria missiles, which is 8 packs.
A lot of missiles. Pog not quite making the jump to the grapple beam, just finishes off with bomb jumps. That is a doable jump without high jump, but it is a lot more precise. And Pog figures it's quicker just to bomb jump up rather than go back and do it again. Owl picking up another E-tank. Uses the D-boost to get it, since he doesn't have high jump yet. So he'll need one more E-tank, and I think he's gotten that third power bomb pack, so that would give him, he's almost at that first row, that row 2 column 1 item. Or he's gonna pick up a power bomb pack right here. Or no, he's gone right up. Oh no, there it goes. He picks it up. So he definitely has the power bombs for it. Okay, Owl also setting up for that wave gate glitch. Gets it no problem. So picks up his 4th E-tank, so he's got that 4 energy tanks and 15 plus power bombs. So he's only got a couple more in that row and a couple more in his column. You got 3 more in his column. No, he's column 2, so he's still got a few more of those to pick up.
I think he might go for column 2 and column 3. That's his
He might. He's got a few choices here.
What I see here, it looks like Punk is extremely close to finishing.
He is.
I mean, once he kills Dragon, he gets space jump, and then you also pick up another E-tank on the way, go to the Meridian Power Bomb, and then go to the Spring Ball room.
Exactly.
Please don't kill Shaq Tool.
You know he will.
We'll see that later. Shaq Tool did nothing wrong. And then the boss with the best hitbox.
Yeah, good old Botwoon.
Alright, let's see if that high jump was taffy.
And picks up that 5th E-Tank.
Alright, so like, here's the deal. If Pong gets the high jump was taffy this run, I'm gonna let him kill Shaq Tool only this run.
It's like he's gonna go for it.
Alright, never mind.
Or-
So he can't kill Shaq Tool.
Oh, no, he's not going for it. Yeah, you know he's going to.
Yeah. Never kill Shaq Tool.
Do a nice job deboosting to that last column. That last column without high jump boots. With high jump boots, the pain. Without, it's even harder. So being able to stay up high and get it like that is much easier.
So with Grapple Beam, you'll be able to see a quick Dragon kill.
Yeah, he could go 80% strats and use the speed booster kill. It's a little more difficult without high jump. Looks like he's setting up for the grapple kill though. And you can do it very quickly if you do it right. He jumps and he gets it.
Alright, Owl is blowing up the Meridia Tube. Or not. Fairly close to the tube explosion. But he didn't soft lock, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, very
Gonna go and
important.
kill
not to
Kraid
soft lock.
now. Right, so Punk picking up Space Jump. Now he only needs 2 more objectives, and they are right there, basically. Palmy is gonna be heading over to wreck ship now.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and kill Kraid.
Don't know what that noise was. Sorry, chat.
Alright, and no Kraid stand-up glitch.
Nicely done. Ponk meanwhile is gonna fall down these sand pits and get into the right sand pit to pick up his power bombs. And Owl just shoots the various suits as I don't actually need you, so I can only imagine he's trying to pick up that energy tank. He does have to collect 11 total tanks. Pong correctly falls into the right sand pit, picks up his power bombs. He's almost done.
Right sandpit is the right sandpit, but the left sandpit is the wrong one.
All sand pits are evil.
I concur with this statement.
And Ponk's almost there. All he has to do is get into that spring ballroom. It's a little bit of a wait from Shaq Tool.
Alright, so Ponk, don't fail me here. Don't kill Shaq Tool. He even tried.
I
He's
hate to
trying
say
to
it,
bribe
you know
me.
he's going to. He's already got his missile. He's already got his super selected. You're cheating, Beeps. I see what you're putting in there.
I mean, he asked. Alright, nice. He didn't kill Shaq
He
Tool.
didn't kill Shaq Tool.
And he's done.
He's done.
And looking, I want to say maybe around 34, 50 some minutes. He doesn't have a timer up.
And GG to Punk. Decides to go down there anyway. Might as well pick up that spring ball. It's such a fun item.
I just want to go in the corner. Such a cool corner, honestly.
It is a fun
That was
little-
actually the end of one of his puzzles. Just this corner with everything de-equipped, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, and Palmy's enraged Fantoon. And he doesn't have charge beam, and he certainly doesn't have screw attack, so that's gonna be a rough one to survive.
Okay.
Has a full reserve, so he's got a shot at it. And he does barely make it. Probably just needs one more missile at this point, would be my guess.
It should have been about 2, but I kind of messed up on my stutter. No, 5. Oh, that's right, because I missed a round. Oh, that's painful. That's painful.
Well, it is Fantoon.
He's a real pain in my fanny tune, if you ask me.
Exactly. Okay, so now it's
Literally
a race between
5
Palmy and
missile.
Owl.
So
Owl
Palmy
picking up.
uses Y to dash instead of the best dash button, B. Wait, did I say Palmy Owl?
No.
Wait, isn't that the default?
No, the default dash is B, and,
Yeah,
and Owl
that's-
uses Y.
No, you said the best one is B. Isn't that the default?
Yeah.
And yeah, I like
Best
B.
one
I
is
use
B.
I use the B dash as well.
You know, for the longest time, I actually ran with L button dash.
Honestly, I prefer to select dash.
Select dash.
Elect. Oh boy, that sounds awful.
That... You are a madman, sir. You are a madman.
Alright, so Owl doing the gate glitch. First try, basically.
Looks like he's gonna go for the croc kill too. I also don't believe he picked up his high jump boots either, so he'll have all 3 of them will have that square.
It's honestly looking like he doesn't really do that.
It's
Oh, wait,
interesting.
never mind, yes, he does. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting because he has.
Like a cow.
Oh, he might be just going for the E tank.
He needs to get the grapple beam for column 2, row
Oh
1.
right, of course.
I didn't see if this is already green on here.
And that'll give him another energy tank. That's at least. I don't know how many reserves he's picked up, so that's 8 energy tanks and at least 1 reserve. So at most he needs to pick up 2 more of those. And since he's got to pick up all 4 Norfair energy tanks, that'll give him 2 more, so that would get him to his total of 11.
Kids, I have a suggestion for you. Don't play item randomizers before a dab.
So let's see what else. I think what Owl is going to do is he's gonna go to Lower Norfair and kill GT, and then somehow get some more energy tanks. It looks like he almost has enough. And then head over to Meridia and finish the challenge.
Right, the 4 part, yeah, he doesn't. Yep, got that grapple beam. Still needs a couple more E tanks. Meridia map station is pretty easy to get.
Yep.
It looks like I didn't really see it happen, but it looks like Owl has high jump right now.
Yeah, I think he does. So he's definitely not going for that column 3.
And there's no reason to.
I just do wonder why he skipped that charge beam. Maybe
I
he
mean,
was
his
thinking
first
about column
challenge.
3?
I mean, row 1, column 2, you have to skip charge.
Oh, right. There's 2 skip charge beams. That's what's going on.
Excuse me.
Okay, Palmy's done with the wreck ship. He's headed down.
Owl about to head to Lower Norfair and kill GT.
Let's see, probably go for a gravity jump here.
I don't see why he wouldn't. Actually, he could have gone for what's it called? Lava Spark, but I'm not sure he knows how to do that.
Not sure. That makes quick work of the gravity jump, though. If you delay that pause, if you delay that jump after you hit pause enough, and he did, you can actually make that jump without even doing a wall jump when you have high jump boots. Question is, where is he going to get those last energy / reserve tanks? I don't know if he picked up more of that. I know he's got at least one. He might have a couple more. He's been in places where there are reserves. Pretty certain he did not pick up the wreck ship one because I think he came down.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Didn't have speed booster yet.
There is Norfair Reserve. That
Yes.
basically right there.
Yeah, maybe he'll pick up the Firefly E-tank and then go back up to the Norfolk Reserve.
I don't see why he'd go for Firefly. If anything, he'd go for Mama Turtle.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
So he could get Norfair Reserve and Mama Turtle. So don't forget to not do GT code here.
Ah.
While me doing grapple strats in Meridia. Here's to intended strats.
So GT will not do that annoying attack he's doing right now with less than 32 missiles.
Which is why Owl went and fired off a bunch of missiles so he doesn't have nearly as many. Now he's got some more supers, because the missiles won't hurt him. You really need to use the charge beam or super missiles here. We'll farm up with the grappling beam a little more supers.
Alright, so now Owl only has 3 more objectives left, the Meridian Map Station, the E-Tanks, and the Spring Ball.
Yep.
Imagine he has a clear idea of what needs to be done now.
Oh yeah, well in that map station, like I said, that one's pretty easy, so he's definitely going for row 2. See if he goes back up. Yes, he is.
Remembering that he needs to actually jump up there instead of power bombing at the very bottom, because that won't actually explode to blocks. It's the little things. Alright, Palmy picking up the Meridia Power Bomb. So now
He needs
looks
to
like
get those
he's been
Norfair energy
informed.
tanks.
Yeah, the Norfair energy tanks and 40 criteria missiles. Wait, did he ever actually... I didn't notice. Did he go back to the statues room?
I don't believe he did. We still got to go back up to criteria to get the rest of those missiles.
Yeah. He really needs to be careful. Okay. Palmy?
Everything's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Everything's
Those
okay.
meteors will deal 25 damage per hit.
Yep.
Alright, now we can survive one hit from the crabs.
Yeah, kill those
Crab.
crabs, get some energy for those. Usually drop the big health anyway, so
Yeah.
here we go. Now,
Especially since
we're
he's
much
in
better.
health bomb. Okay, now he's not in health bomb anymore.
Just a little panic. It's okay. What's a little damage, am I right? Now that's a lot of damage. I'm beginning to kind of wonder on some routing decisions here. Just doing these two rows, I kind of dedicated myself to them really early on. I was wondering, since I don't have charge beam, if going for all 40 of those missiles in criteria might be a wiser idea to go fight for knock two birds one stone kind of deal.
So, I'm not sure Palmy remembers, but there's an E-tank in the room to the very left of him, and it's really convenient. You should pick it up. Alright. Al picking up the Meridian map station tile. Not checking the map, because you don't need to.
No, not at all.
Palmy not grabbing that E-tank because Palmy does whatever he wants. That renegade for life.
Actually, how many reserves does he have? Gee,
Just
you know
the
what? He's
one.
probably gonna grab Meridian Reserve.
Well, the question is, how many reserve tanks does Owl have? He needs to get 2 more to.
Yeah, I mean,
Assuming he has just one
that's
reserve,
what-
he needs to get 2
that's what I
more.
was talking about.
He's gonna grab the Mama Turtle one. And if he goes down the left sand pick, he can pick up that reserve tank. That seems like it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to kill Bot Wound.
Still would have been fast to go for Warfare Reserve anyway, but oh well. So that's where Palmy is headed.
Yeah, it's kind of a stark difference on the health here with Owl having all those energy tanks and Palmy having just the 3.
Palmy rocks 3. Palmy is 3. If I could just freeze this damn thing in the right position, I'll be a lot happier. Here we go.
Alright, and Owl about to pick up his final reserve.
And
And
he
that
goes
should
down.
bring him up to 2 and 9, which is 11.
Yep, and he goes down the correct sandpit. This time, the correct sandpit being the left sandpit.
Oh, and I see. Accidentally fell in the thing.
That always sucks.
Yeah, the left
Sand-
sandpit is the right sandpit, and the right sandpit is the wrong one. Just to confuse people.
Yep.
Also about to do some angle cancels into the reserve. Cool stuff. In that cool pose of Samus facing forward.
has to do is get to that spring ball room, and he's done as well.
Palmy making terrible sleeping
Palmy taking up the
decisions.
base beam.
For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't have charge.
Alright, now I'm actually worried because I'm pretty sure Owl is not going to be as easy to convince. Okay,
He's
you... Wow.
Owl says, "Yeah,
Some
I'm
people.
I'm just gonna kill that shock tool. And I'm gonna kill
Some
him again.
people.
Oh gosh. I don't care if it takes me longer to get into the actual spring ball room.
Why do some people just hate Shack Tool so much?
Oh, and he lays that power bomb a little bit too late, so he kills Shack Tool again.
Okay, that is his own problem there.
Yeah, he was a little slow on that power bomb. You really need to lay that thing right away. Otherwise, you either have to reset the room or let Shack Tool go all the way around before he starts up again.
What type of messed up person kills Shack Tool that many times?
Oh, you wait, he's probably gonna kill him one more time.
Shack Tool actually left the block behind
I don't think I've seen that
the
happen.
grapples.
The moment Palmy realizes he came in here with a little bit
I hope he
too
gets
little
killed by a
health.
snail. Alright, and that's it for Owl.
And Owl is done.
GG Owl.
GG to Owl. Probably gonna farm up a little bit before re-attempting that high jump post lava dive.
I mean, he's got gravity suit.
Yeah, could do the gravity jump.
Is that a suggestion or, just commentary?
Little, yes.
Well, they kind of forget that I'm actually ears. It's kind of great. Remember, kids, this is why I don't do the randomizer stuff for too long, is it kind of just sits in. Well, shoutouts to Tracy for being such a good fill-in commentator.
Thank you.
And go back into the corner. Alright. Owl better show us some cool spring ball tech. Oh, no, that's not tech. No. Stop. What? That's not what I mean by tech. You are...
Seen anybody shine Spark
Um.
Shack Tool before?
Alright, Tommy is going into Lower Norfair now.
Screw it. Ah! I forgot about setting that up. Actually, I have a. Since I'm in the last of this line, I might as well throw some entertainment. I'm gonna do a lava jump that everyone and their dog forgets about.
Alright.
Oh, let's see.
It looks like
this.
he's... Is he gonna be killing Shack Tool again?
No, I think Owl's done.
Alright. Let's see if he gets some cool spring ball tech then. Oh, looks like he's gonna get stuck in the door.
Oh, he's gonna show some X-rays climbing. Oh no, he's not, because he
Using
doesn't have
the bad
X-ray scope.
X-ray.
Canadian Owl, a very big proponent of the X-ray climb. Was showing that you can get stuck in a door.
Oh yeah, I can't do that climb because I don't have high jump. Or I can't do the reserve tank method without high jump. What a caveat.
Yeah, you can't pick up that high jump, unfortunately.
Dang it, Owl.
another attempt at Norfair. Or the Lower Norfair entrance. So kind of give a bit of insight what Palmy needs, actually. He's only got 15 supers with no charge.
Yeah, he's gonna need. If he wants to get that Ridley energy tank, he needs a few more supers.
I mean, right now even if he's used all his ammo perfectly, he's still 1,000 shots short.
He can pick up some missiles and some
Yeah,
power bombs.
there's
but
stuff on the way.
But it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't deliver 1,000 damage.
The fascists
Even
can
that
be
one
beaten.
super pack would, but I'd
It's
still
in
be
our
shy
hands.
by about 300 damage. Palmy with the bad plays. G, Palmy.
Well, that is a tough column to have to pick up all those Norfair energy tanks.
How come
And
I'm the only one
charge.
who's nice when it comes to these things? Everyone else is just completely brutal. Poor Palmy. The obvious choice of not the world's greatest skilled runner dab ever. No, let's give him the hard seat. As soon as I saw that column 3, I was just
Increasing that
crapping.
max delight. I wonder what Palmy is gonna do. I'm not sure if he figured out that he has not enough ammo yet.
He knows.
No, he has no idea. Chat, what do you think? Does Palmy have enough ammo? Comment below. Be sure to subscribe. Oh, man. I guess I can just go grab that super and just call it. Because once I go grab... Oh, I'd have to go fight... Gosh, dang it, I have to go fight GT, huh? No. No. Rip, no. No. Absolutely not. I have a better idea. I don't have speed booster because I'm an idiot. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 hours without sleep. You do not think clearly.
Also, can't get through there without speed.
Yep, you can't.
Okay, Yeah.
So heading right back through Cathedral because that's the only way back out of Norfair. Probably to pick up ammo.
Probably.
Well, he's got to pick up those 40 Criterion missiles anyway.
Yeah.
I should have made that play. That would have been a smarter.
That looks like the tile that he's going for.
I will say one thing. It is very unusual to actually be live with your commentators as they're commentating you, and you're just sitting there just taking anything they have to say. It's kind of different, but I like it. It's a welcome change. A little interaction to poor Palmy's little boring life. Good movement by Palmy over here, feeling happy about himself. Palmy with the absolute lies. Yeah, that's my tricks right there. Grapple beam surprise. Making a trip as we go.
Oh, oh boy. Oh no.
Grapple beam is honestly one of the worst items.
You shut your mouth.
It's certainly for its intended uses.
Yeah. It's honestly easier to use grapple beam in unintended ways than the ways
Exactly.
intended.
Puck, that's for you.
Are we gonna see some fish killing? Yeah, we're seeing some
We
fish
are.
killing.
Of course,
Murder
technically
and
speaking,
blood.
that was
That was
the Sephi fish because it's moving to the left, but
It's still a fish kill.
it's still a fish kill.
Wait a second.
I forgot that they did the
we have to-
ownership thing with it.
We have to rectify this. Which way does he have to be pacing now?
Oh boy.
Are we about to see more fish kill?
He's going for the Ponk fish kill because he's waiting for it to go to the right.
Wow, killing both of their
Killing
fish.
both the Ponk and the Sephi fish feels bad.
I'm a murderer. I'm a cold-blooded murderer. Watch out for Palmy.
Especially after Punk did a good deed of not killing Shack Tool.
Yep.
Hey, we gotta have 2 or 3. A little bit of murder never helps anyone. I mean, we're not gonna kill the animals, so we might as well, kill something else. Genocidal tendencies. Hey, look, I have blue map tiles. That's a rare thing to see in Super Metroid as a run. Look at all those blue tiles. That is rare. I hate when those wall jumps. We'll bomb jump instead. Give the commentator something to think about.
That is a tricky wall jump. I often will just switch to bomb jumps if I have them.
Same. That would be a fantastic time to talk about, aka host, talk about some Doctors Without Borders.
I'm not sure which missiles he's gonna need.
Well, go for it then.
I mean, there are 2 missiles at the very end of Gauntlet here.
The tougher thing is he's going to have to go back to the wreck ship area and pick up the missiles in that area.
Oh yeah, that's one of them. I totally forgot those exist. There are days I just kind of conglomerate those into the, oops. How much longer is this run quoted for? Because I'm 90% sure I'm going to be going over a little over time there. So unless you want to see me put schedule behind.
You are a bit over time, but it depends.
I kind of figured.
Okay.
All the other runners are feeling pretty. Ah! The pain.
So
Okay.
looks like Palmy is gonna be heading. Oh, he missed one of
Oh,
the
no.
missiles. That's
Oh,
bad.
no. That's what, a 2 or 3 minute time loss.
Yeah. Sorry
At
to go
Flo,
through Gauntlet.
at Flo has how much time should I actually allot before I just want to hand it over to the next runners. Throw me a number. Or don't throw me a number. Or throw me a bone. Or throw Palmy just a Palmy. I did narrate some Metal Gear Solid stuff, so I'm already happy with the day.
There you go.
Just for you, BBS and Tracy, I will just go ahead and reiterate, viewers. Palmy is just happy because his reading Metal Gear Solid theme overwent its goal by $70. A
Nice.
generous $160 donation was made for the incentive, capping it really well. Pretty happy about it. As well as chat, I can't quite see at the moment because I don't have chat up. But Palmy, for every $5 donation that does get made, I will go ahead and read that
So right now,
donation.
Palmy's objectives are collecting the rest of the Criterion missiles and finishing in an elevator and
Yes.
collecting the Warfare Reserve tanks. So he's quite a ways away. So we might have to cut a bit earlier.
If we can give Palmy maybe 20 more minutes, I think Palmy's just gonna accept his defeat, but at least go out in style.
Understandable.
Can the commentators guess on how Palmy's gonna go out in style?
Oh, surprises.
I
Oh,
don't want to disturb you, but I am saying that we maybe gonna give you another 10 more minutes and then you should maybe come to an end.
I can do that. I can actually definitely tootlies do that.
Alright, then I'm out again.
Sweet. Palmy just needs those 10 minutes to go do some awesomeness. Since there is no human way I know for myself to be able to collect all these things within a 10-minute loop, especially at my skill level, Palmy's just going to go ahead and do fun shenanigans. So I'm going to try and complete the rest of these as quickly as I can. Maybe not be able to finish totally in an elevator, but Palmy's always wanted to do something fun in front of a large audience, and I don't think I've ever seen it done in front of a large audience. It's just something I wish people would do more often, but maybe since I have a captive audience, I can set.
Well, let's see what you have in mind.
It's going to be unethical. People will be upset.
Unethical stuff is, as long as it's not Shack Tool, unethical.
No, it is worse than actual unethical, my friend. It
Oh,
is
boy.
downright frowned upon in many retrospects. Balmy isn't going to grab charge. This is truth, but he doesn't need charge because game code doesn't mean there's things to do.
Oh, I know where you're headed.
Duh. Oh, I think you
won't
do.
spoil it for the I won't spoil it for the viewers.
I think you do, but I'm putting my own twist on what you're thinking. You're gonna enjoy it. Because Palmy does not like being behind the 8 ball very often. There are days when Palmy is just so dead tired, practicing C's, practicing his moves, which, if you compare to some of my old videos in the past, even for the little amount I've been able to do runs, I have been improving a lot. But there are just days where I'm tired, frustrated, and just need a little entertainment off a strong day. So, here's how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare your now going to be bleeding eyes, because Palmy is going to show you scenes that you should never see, and why emulators are horrible, awful things. So, oh no, Palmy can't get up this crevice. Well then, we're just going to have to do some fun now. Palmy just loves having a little bit of fun. What are we going to do, you ask? Well, there's these things in emulators that nobody likes to use. And I mean nobody likes to. And nobody likes to show off because it's just sinful. But when you're really bored and you like to mess around with code, and
Why did they all say cheat on them?
Cheat? What? These aren't cheats. These game enhancements. Selecting the right console here. Look at all these game enhancements. Aren't they just so pretty? All these games that totally exist out there.
It's funny how they're listed as cheats and not as game enhancements.
So, oh, look at these things.
And all the games, it's amazing all the games that started with the word super in the 90s when Super Nintendo was the main system.
So,
Applying cheat changes. There we go.
Hmm.
But there's some interesting shenanigans that happen when you mess around with cheats that no one can see. Although I probably should have just left my bean because Hyper Beam looked a little funny. So, hey, look. Palmy's going to make this game a love house. Permanent suit. Infinite health, and look at those beautiful 99s. I see 99. That seems like a reasonable count. So I'm going to say, hey, I've collected all 40 crystals. This is totally a loss. This is totally a farce, by the way. Anybody who takes this serious, completely out of their mind. This is just a farce to expend a little bit of extra time to speed up this endeavor. Oh, look, he used the power bomb. This isn't even part of the code, but when you start messing around with cheats, the game does some funny stuff. I just used power bombs, but apparently the game doesn't register that I used a power bomb, and this is a complete side effect of just two different cheats. And so now we're going to see what happens when you break the game massively.
Oh, it makes fast pillars a lot easier.
Yeah, it does make fast pillars a lot easier.
Also notice that the energy count did not go down during that shine spark.
Yes. An unintended side effect of actually having the constant timer of blue suit on this way is that you have those damage frames active all the time. So if you were to stand on any bombable block, blocks actually just disintegrate beneath your feet, which does actually cause some problems when you're just trying to do a fun run of the game. Ha 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 ha. And there are some fun and interesting things you can do with this, which when I kill Ridley, we're going to come back over to this big old pit of stuff to end the day. But proof of concept, because Palmy's a dirty cheater, at least when he's bored and not on stream and is having a bad day, this is what Palmy's bad days looks like so he can have a laugh and feel better. So here's that example I was telling you about. These are usually bomb blocks. But with these constant iframes, a normal blue suit or even spark suit does not do this. I now can just melt right through them and go right on through. The reason I bring this up, and the reason I actually brought the cheat ups initially, is this is kind of how a lot of people got curious with even breaking the games and creating hacks for Super Metroid, such as the wonderful randomizer, Vario randomizer hacks, and forth. Another thing you may have noticed is that I'll kind of show you as long. Managed to get myself there because it's weird to navigate with constant blue suit. Is that because I'm constantly taking iframes, I actually can just constantly harm myself. Meaning, if I were to actually hit on vertical spikes, I actually would be constantly being hurt. A lot. So, let's take out these guys pretty quickly, because I've got just only a handful. Palmy can't do it, because Palmy is just tired out of his mind. We're just going to use some hyper shots. Ever want to see what hyper shots look on these guys? You now have footage of that. There you go, Internet. Palmy's done you a good favor. We're just gonna spark our way out of here like pro champs that we are truly not, but at least we're having fun with it. Oh yeah, that's the other fun side effect of having Idors. All of his shots are rainbows too. And now, Hyper Beam Ridley fight. What everyone wanted to see when they were first struggling with their attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Hyper Ridley fight. And what do you know it? Fun shenanigans. There's a clone of me happily just rashing there while I'm being actually grabbed. It's just an absolute. That is how you kill a Ridley with lies and slander. Hey, look, there's that energy tank we were all worried about. So let's just go ahead and collect our last other E-tank over there at Fire, please. And then we'll make our way for our exit out of the stage. But case in point, one of the few things I was experimenting around with just long ago just for the cheats, because I had a Game Genie and was just a kid out of a candy store. And it was actually Game Genie that got me into hacking Metroid as well. When I got to meet the awesome community that is Metroid Construction. So I do encourage a lot of people just to mess around with cheats, not to, like I say, DQ yourself from very important races such as these, but to maybe help expand the world of hacked ROMs and understanding game code as a privilege too, which, by the way, you can now walk through these guys with ease. Just saying. It's pretty fun. Golden Pirates are literally just a joke now. So by all means, experiment with code. It's really fun. And if you can't have a good day with a run, or if you're just really sad that you're not getting that one PB, at least you can always have fun. In fact, you can just do this and get damage boosted back up because it's fun. So we're going to go ahead and make our way quite quickly out of here before I continue to anger the rest of chat. And I would love to I'd be dying to see comments. By the way, look at how fun that mock ball is now. Yeah. Which on some emulators, if you try to actually initiate a bomb with infinite blue on, the bombs will actually cause you to not jump because the games aren't timed right. So thankfully on RetroArch, which has better, more accurate emulating with the BS Mercury 4, the actions of the game are actually emulated accurately. When I do land a bomb, they actually explode and boost me up rather than just do nothing. So let's just go grab our illicit E-tank here with our magnificent shining blue armor with a not intended vertical spark, but I'll show you. So now we can do the pain dance all we want, all the time. Yeah, pain dance. If I can get out of this stun lock now, because getting out of this is kind of fun. Yeah. We're getting closer. Yep. Like I said, this is actually a lot harder than you think. Yep. This is actually really hard. Well, I might as well just do myself the honors of just turning this off temporarily because just hinder me. There we go. There we go. There's our 4 E-tanks. We are now a happy camper. Just need to finish in an elevator, but we're not going to make it to an elevator because there's one last thing I just want to show off just for fun. What happens, and a lot of people already know what it's like. Just turn this back on because we're going to need it again anyway. By the way, some of these are actually codes that were not listed. I actually just kind of tweaked and found around and just had using both Game Genie and Action Replay codes as base, and just started changing and tweaking from there, which is actually anyway. So, like I said, we were heading back to that lava room. And I wanted to close out this game on a real good bang. And I figure, what way to do that than showing you what happens when you shine spark horizontally in lava and acid. It is a terrible idea. Don't do it. I think this actually has to be actual lava. Yes, it has to be actual lava, or without a suit, I believe. Actually, I do have to go back to that room, so pardon me while I clean this. And fun fact, I was a kid. I did not know that there was a hidden entrance up top. So when I was playing this legit as a kid, I actually would go through the whole acid bath, wall jump my way all the way up here just to exit Warfare. Completely
Yikes.
all the way back.
That
'Cause
sounds
I had
awful.
Yeah, and it was awful because I had no idea that that little crevice in that map over there existed until one day I was upset. I had no health, and then what is the worst thing to find when you go just touching walls and you're just like, are you kidding? It's right there. I don't know how many people had that moment when they first played this. I did. I certainly was not happy about it. So we're gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up really fast. Literally, destination at Faye. Time here in just roughly about 40 seconds. I'm sure Tracy knows the end, but I might show you what happens. Horizontal shine mark in lava. If I'm gonna have death for being a cheater, I might as well have the death I deserve, which is a game crash. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Super Metroid Bingothon. Enjoy the world's slowest shine spark, and then eventual game crashes. Once we hit side, the game completely bugs out. Thank you once again for the watching. But I will see you guys next mission and on the next event.
Well, and thank you, Palmy. Thank you, Blue Plaza Spark, and thank you to Ponk and Canadian Owl.
Yeah, it looks like
Indeed.
thank you for everyone involved, and also thank you for the Bingothon people.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, guys, for participating in this. It's really an interesting run, to Super Metroid. So even if we went overtime, to be frank, I think we were all intrigued. so that's just what happened. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you for putting this all together, guys.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And thank you
looks
for
like we
having me
have-
as a host.
So
Looks like
I'm
we
just
have-
coming back and I see Palmy still didn't sleep.
Palmy needs sleep. Palmy
Yes.
desperately needs sleep.
Palmy needs sleep.
Yeah,
I
go
Palmy
to sleep,
needs
Palmy.
to sleep in stream. Is that what you mean?
Palmy goes sleeping now. We take over the rest.
Thank you so
Okay,
much, guys.
we'll set up a
Good luck, guys.
webcam and make sure that he's sleeping.
Yeah, it looks like we have Super Mario Galaxy 2 next, so stay tuned for that one.
Indeed, our next run is Super Mario Galaxy 2. So now we'll move on to the intermission screen, and just be patient, and the next run will start. Thank you.